Welcome back. We're here for another mini episode celebrating today, the St. Patrick's Day. Where's your green, by the way?
You know what? I was just thinking about that. I don't know where my green is. My
Okay.
husband said that to me this morning. He said,
Okay.
"Where's your green?" He pinched me.
Yeah.
And I forgot that's what you do. I was like,
Yes.
"Well, what the heck?" I don't
Yes.
yeah, I had green on. I used green weights this morning at the gym,
That counts. Yes.
and I
Yes.
had green on all weekend. I see you've got your green.
Yes.
I'm gonna have to find some green coming up here.
Okay.
Happy St.
Find some
Patrick's
green.
Day.
While you're searching for your green, let's talk quickly for this mini about what conferences you're attending this year. We'll go back and forth, a little ping pong or pickleball or tennis. You go first.
Well, we can. The
Yes.
Meeting Professionals International, Southern California, the annual conference, as you know, Amani, WeCon is the end of April, so April 30th to May 2nd. And
Yes.
I love that one because it's regional, it's Southern California people. I think the education is spectacular and it's a good reunion. And I like the mix of suppliers and planners. So, and that'll be in San Diego this year, I think. So,
Yes, yes, and I'm
mhm.
hoping to attend that with you, but I might have an event that popped up, so we will see.
Yeah.
Another one would be for me would be WEC in June, World
Mhm.
Education Congress. That'll be in St. Louis this coming June. So that's on my schedule to attend. And I like that
Mhm.
one because we get to see people from all over and it's like another reunion. And I like that one a lot. Plus I
I
do
like
the interviews and the
yeah.
digital TV, so that's fun.
Are you doing that again this year?
I am doing that again.
Oh,
Yes, 3 years.
good.
So
No,
yes, it's gonna be
Drew's
good.
not there this year, so who are you doing that with?
So I work with, she's gonna kill me, not Jesse's team. Hold on, Corey. Corey's kind of got a promotion. Corey
Cool.
Elford, and so I'm working with her. We're working with Grit Productions for a nice fancy in exhibit hall studio. So yes, are you going to WEC?
I am not. No, I am
Okay,
not.
okay,
Nope.
yeah. So I'll be there. I'm also gonna do a session with Taylor. We got our session approved,
Oh,
so
good.
yeah, I'll
Congratulations.
be
We love
busy.
Taylor Smith. That's great.
Yes,
That's great.
yes. What
That's
about you?
great.
Next conference for you?
Well, I have the HPN conference.
Oh,
So,
that's gonna be in
Las
Vegas.
Vegas.
I've been sending emails out. Well, we'll talk about that later. But yes, I've been
Okay,
so
right
yes,
in
yes,
your we
yes.
will right be right in your backyard. So
Hmm.
that's the last week in August.
Okay.
And that's Hospitality Performance Network, the agency that I do, I book meetings and everything for. And I love that one because it's hotel partners and meeting vendors from around the world. And we come together. There's speed dating, there's group meetings, there's a lot of networking. It's busy. I mean, we're really busy during it from the minute you wake up to the minute you
Hmm.
go to bed, but it's extremely productive and it's fun. That's another family reunion too.
All right. Now there's one I'm debating, seeing if my schedule opens up to attend. It's called the Music Business Conference. It's in Atlanta in
Mhm.
May. So it's right around the time of graduation or final exam. So I got to see my schedule because it's right the day it starts is the day of final exam. So we'll see. That's one on
Mm.
my list. I haven't been before, but I would love to go and learn, network, and see more people. So that's one
Yeah,
that's a maybe on my list.
that sounds super cool. I think have you gone to many music business conferences before, or would this be a new endeavor for you?
This would be a new endeavor. I've gone to like the Performing Rights Organization conference, like ASCAP, which is usually in LA. This year is actually canceled because of the fires, but I've gone to
Mhm.
that one several times. This one will be interesting to attend if I can pull it off because I want to learn more, and that's kind of my zone of genius. So yeah.
That is your zone of genius. And with your new fancy book that's out, you're even
Hello.
more zone of genius in there.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay, so ASAE, the Association
Oh.
for Society of Association Executives, that is actually in Los Angeles.
Oh.
And that is in August. And we applied to that one to speak.
Good.
I applied
Yes.
for us to talk about the business of podcasting, why all associations need to have a podcast to give sponsorship visibility, and then to do a live podcast on
Yes.
stage. And it's in LA. It's super easy to get to. So that's on my birthday weekend, though. So I don't. I mean, it would be like Sunday, Monday, or something like that. I wouldn't be able to go Saturday because that's my actual 50th birthday. But
Okay.
by
Celebration
the
time.
way, side thought, August 9th, my 50th birthday, there's a full moon.
Ooh, that's a good
How
thing. That's a good thing.
exciting is
Yes.
that?
Yes.
I love
Okay.
for a lady that loves full moons to have a milestone
Oh,
birthday on your full moon is very rare, very
okay.
exciting.
All right. All right.
Yeah, yeah.
Next conference for me will be in July in Phoenix, National Speakers Association and Influence Conference. So I've already
Mm.
paid for that one. I just have to arrange for travel. So that one will be going to go learn. I actually submitted a session with who did I submit a session with? Someone, let me think of her name. I submitted a session on music and licensing and all that. So yeah, we'll see about that session. But that's the conference. All the speakers go, lots of learning. That's like a little reunion too. That'll be in
Yeah.
July in Phoenix. Woo, hot.
July in Phoenix.
Yeah,
Yowzas. It's gonna be hot.
yes. That'll be hot there. So
Yeah.
that's one. We'll check that off. What's next for you?
IMAX in October.
That's on my list too. Yes.
Mhm.
We have to talk with our team at Access about activating the
I
booth.
sent them some emails. I'm doing my
Okay.
follow-up. Yeah, we'll
Thank
see.
you.
We'll
Thank you.
see.
Yes.
If not, we'll move on to other people that wanted us in their trade show booth. We'd love to stick with our pals at Access, but they had their booth moved last year. I'm not sure what's going to happen with their booth setup this year. So we'll see. We'll see how it
Yeah.
goes.
So
Yeah.
that takes us to October. That's usually kind of like the end of conference season, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
All
I mean,
right.
there's a couple more October, November, December, like Site SoCal,
Right.
not necessarily a conference, but a big industry event in December
Yeah.
that happens every year. And I think it's back. It's in Palm Springs again this year. I think it's at La Quinta. But I have a question for you. Like strategically, when you attend, not when you're speaking, but when you attend a conference, and this conversation came up in our digital hospitality, our Rising Tides networking group on Friday that I attend. We talked
Mhm.
all about trade shows. So if you haven't listened to that episode, try and find the Rising Tides digital hospitality episode about trade shows. That was actually really good. But I'm curious for you, Amani, what's your strategy for attending trade shows? Like just as a attendee.
So as an attendee, depending on the trade show, I definitely have a list like 3 to 5 people I want to see there to talk to get to know, to make sure I see them. That was the case at like IMAX. I had a bunch of people I definitely wanted to see. Or if there's some sort of company there that has a product that I'm particularly interested in, maybe partnering with, purchasing, sponsorship, I'll definitely have those kind of listed and bullet pointed out.
Hmm.
That's kind of my strategy. Or if there's sessions that I want to attend, make sure to kind of sign up for that. That's my strategy, which I'm always looking to improve. How about you?
Well, I have like a pre, during, and post strategy. So, like for
Okay.
me, pre, I like to do a roll call, who's attending, let people know I'm attending. I kind of like to know in advance who's going. Obviously, they have the attendee list, but I like to get some energy and inertia surrounding it beforehand. So even like on my way to the airport, I'll post like, "Hey, I'm X, I'm coming for you," and who else
Hmm.
is coming? See who's commenting. And I'm posting stories of the travel. So by the time I get there, I already have some conversations laid, right? Some conversations topics late. So people are asking me like, "Oh my gosh, that person fell asleep on you on the airplane again," or or you've laid your shoes out, like there I try and lay some groundwork so I have instant conversations I can have instead of starting at ground zero. And then once I'm there, in advance, I also pick like 5 people that I want to connect with. It's not always 5 sales targets either. It's like you, like sometimes it's somebody I want to partner with, sometimes it's somebody I want to learn from, or it just depends on if it's a sales target or if it's somebody I want to learn from. And then while I'm there, I'm really trying to balance out my energy and manage my energy while I'm there of like, lip balm, breath mints, shoes, making sure I'm working out, making sure I'm eating healthy. I just want to make sure I'm at my peak performance because they are really exhausting and you're there morning, noon, and night. And then I try and follow up each day. So each day I do a post of like my top takeaways from that day and I do
Yes.
pictures
Yes.
from the people that I met with, and then I try and follow up with the people that day. When I follow up, I try and do something personal that we discussed, and then, maybe a next step, a call to action kind of thing with the follow up. And then after the fact, I don't like to follow up right away. I like to wait 10 days because I feel like everybody's following up right after.
Yeah.
So I actually wait 10 days. So I'm a little more of a welcomed response in the inbox or in the LinkedIn. And again, I just try and make it very personal and follow up with people from there.
Yeah, yeah, I do want to compliment you on your posts when you take the pictures and you do your highlights. I look forward to reading those if I'm not traveling with you. So
Oh, that's fun.
that's
Thanks,
good. That's good.
Money.
Keep that going. That's a very good best practice. So
Thank you.
yes, that is our travel schedule so far. We don't know what will pop up, who will select us to come and speak. So we'll keep you updated. But right now, that's kind of our upcoming conference schedule. Is there a conference out there that you, the viewer or the listener, feels we should maybe add to our list? Let us know in the comments. Send us a note. Also, don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe. Make sure you're following us on like the Spotify, subscribe on YouTube, all the places. Share with a friend. And with that, we will see you next time for our next mini episode.
See you next
Bye, everyone.
time. Thank you for tuning in to Adventures in Business. Don't forget to rate and review our podcast on the platform that you're currently listening it on. And don't forget to share it with your friends and anybody that might be as much of the business nerds as Amani and I are. See you next time for another captivating interview.